Arkansas has water, and we know how to swim in it, fish in it, boat on it, and sail on it. Today, we'll hit the high seas of Lake Maumelle. We also learn about hybrid fish to help keep your pond healthy and visit a real hatchery where millions of certified bait fish get their start. Welcome to Arkansas's Great Outdoors. We're here on the Little Maumelle River with Yates Phillips, who is the Commodore for
the Grand Maumelle Sailing Club.
Thank you. Okay, when I think of a Commodore, I think of Cornelius Vanderbilt,
right?
And the Commodores of Vanderbilt. Will you please tell us what a Commodore does?
Certainly. So the Commodore is the president of the board. We're the highest ranking officer in a large organization. I've got around 200 members that race sailboats out at Lake Maumelle, and a board of around 16 people.
I noticed your beautiful sailboats. My husband and I love to take our bass boat to Lake Maumelle.
Right.
If you have somebody watching who has dreamed of sailing their whole life and they want to learn, how can they do that?
Yeah, if they are interested in sailing, they could become a member. They could just join the club, or they could start off by taking one of our twice annual Learn to Sail opportunities, one at the beginning of May and the other toward the end of the summer around October.
And how do they find your information for your club?
Our club's available online. We have a pretty nice website at gmsc.org.
With the clubs, with the learning and everything, I think about sailing when I think about Princess Bride and Vicini saying, grab that thing and that other thing.
All the things.
Can you tell us the names of some of those things, or will people learn what those things are called?
Absolutely. In the clinics we offer, we teach a lot of the jargon. There's a whole nother way of speaking when you're on a sailboat. Some people find it endearing. Other people are a little intimidated by it.
Right.
But it's all fun. Things like the vang, the outhaul, the Cunningham, the boom. You got to watch out for the boom. Also, there are no ropes on board.
Okay.
Everything is a line that has a purpose with a more specific name. Lines that make sails go up and down are called halyards, and lines that make the sails go in and out are called sheets.
Right, and knot classes, I would imagine.
Knots are important, absolutely. You gotta know a bowline, you gotta know a square knot.
Right.
There are a few that are essential.
Yes. It must be fascinating having your power source be wind.
Absolutely.
Because you can't control that.
It's exhilarating. Sometimes you might see it on the water and you know to anticipate it, but other times the wind doesn't show on the water, it's up above the surface, and it might just hit you out of the blue. So you have to be ready for anything. And you have to know in advance, if a strong gust hits, which direction do I want to go? And generally it's in line with the wind is our safety direction.
Okay, so how long have you been racing?
Almost my whole life. I started with the sailing club in 2007, and I've been racing there almost every other weekend ever since.
Is this a spectator sport if people want to come watch the races?
Absolutely. I enjoy watching sailing racing. It's difficult to get a grasp on if you're completely unfamiliar, but it's always pleasurable to be out by the water watching. We keep our gates open during the races, so people are welcome to come watch from shore. And they're welcome to get in touch with someone if they really want to get involved to get on a boat.
Oh, that would be so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yates, thank you very much for this interview. I've seen those beautiful sailboats out there at Lake Maumelle for years and always wondered who is behind it and who gets to ride in those. So thanks for explaining that.
Well, thanks for coming out. And if you'd like to get any more information about our sailing club, be sure to visit us online at gmsc.org.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Safety is always priority number one in the outdoors. Our friends at the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas keep us in the know on what to do and how to be prepared every week.
Hey guys, John Burden with Arkansas Game and Fish Commission. I just want to talk to you a little bit about slip and fall hazards when you're out fishing this season. Everybody is going to either be out on a boat or out on the bank, and both are going to be important to be paying attention to your footwear. If you're getting in and out of boats onto, say, a slippery dock or into a wet boat, you want to make sure to have proper footwear on. Something flat-soled with good grip is going to keep you safe. If you're out bank fishing, you want to consider wearing footwear that's going to keep you dry if you're near the water, maybe out of the mud if you're going to need extra traction there, but especially you need to be careful around rocks if you're making your way down the bank side. So be mindful of your footwear selection when you're out there fishing, because nothing's going to end the day faster than falling into the water. And we want you guys to be out there as long as you can, having a great day.
When Arkansas's Great Outdoors returns, we head up to Greene County in northeast Arkansas to learn about the beginnings of the bait that makes fishing great.
Arkansas's Great Outdoors is brought to you by Bad Boy Mowers, by Visit Hot Springs, America's first resort, by the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, by Bank OZK, Greater awaits, by Vexus Boats, and by Certified Arkansas Baitfish, the safe bait.
Over 90% of all farm-raised bait fish in the country comes from 3 counties in Arkansas: Lone Oak, Prairie, and Greene. It's a source of pride for Arkansas to be the national leader.
I'm here with Steve Keeter. We are in the hatchery, and this is a place where there's been a lot of innovation over time to try to figure out how to best get the highest yield for these minnows. But before they get here, they start off in a pond to be able to get these little bitty eggs onto these mats. Tell us kind of what happens before we get to the hatchery section.
Before we get into this room, we take these spawning mats made out of a synthetic fiber, and we place these in our brood pond that has our brood minnows in it. And overnight, they lay eggs, fertilize and lay the eggs on here. And then we bring them in, wash out the silt and the sand and the mud out of them from where they laid on the ground, underneath the surface of the water. And we wash them, and then we bring them into these hatching tubs, where after about 6 days, they hatch out, and then we take them to specially prepared ponds and let them start their journey.
And to talk a little bit about the innovation that's gone on, before we had these synthetic mats, what did you guys do?
Before the synthetic mats, and this was before we got into the minnow business, people would go to Louisiana and they'd get Spanish moss, and they would build these mats. The same situation with concrete wire, but they would stuff it with Spanish moss.
It's just an interesting story when you've got an industry that's coming up on 80 years old. To see the innovation that takes place. No textbooks. You don't go to the library and read how to do this. You just figure out there's probably a better way. And just even these mats, as opposed to getting Spanish moss from Louisiana, is a way to be able to increase the yield and have better profitability.
Better profitability, and we don't have the ponds tied up into unknowns. Before we hatched these minnows indoors, we would take and do the same process, but we would take these mats full of eggs. Instead of bringing them indoors, we would put them in freshly pumped up ponds. We would take them out of a pond that we collected the eggs in, and then we would put them in a pond that is freshly pumped up, and then they would hatch in that pond, but we can't control the environment in that pond. And so by going this route, we're able to hatch minnows 3 weeks earlier than we could before. So we're able to get our eggs quicker and get the babies hatched out and get them in the pond quicker than ever.
We got Ben here with us now. Now we're going to get into the nuts and bolts of the hatchery. So the mats have come in from the brooding ponds. They're in here. What happens next?
So this morning, we brought in mats from the pond that were ready, that we could see had enough eggs on them.
Wow.
And then we washed them off in a vat just outside and put them in here to incubate for 6 days. We know they're ready when they're pretty thick on the mat. And then these will sit in here for 6 days with 72-degree water, and then they'll be ready to be moved out to a clean pond.
How many eggs are going to be on either a given mat or just even in this tub right here?
In this tub with 10 good mats, We hope to get 1 million golden shiner fry.
1 million in just this tub. How many tubs you have here?
And we've got 28 tubs.
28 tubs. Wow, that's a lot.
We've got some over here that have just hatched last night.
Let's take a look. So these shiners are literally 1 day old?
Yes.
1 day. And you can just see right on that cap right there, that's how small they are. What's this like to be involved with all of this? I mean, seeing from the tiniest of hatching and then all the way through that.
It's rewarding to see the golden shiners in a full life cycle from here to being sold within a year.
Yeah, yeah. A lot of great fishing memories start right here. That big.
We have more from Keeter Fish Farm. For those who stock ponds, hybrids are helpful to maintain a healthy fishery. But first, here's another hiking tip from Mallory Lindsay from Bad Boy.
Your phone can save your hike if you use it right. For beginners, one of the best apps is called All Trails. Why? It helps you find trails by difficulty, distance, dog-friendly routes, waterfalls, views, and so much more. You can also read recent trail reviews. That means knowing if it's muddy, buggy, crowded, or confusing before you go. Navigation helps you keep en route, which is a huge plus for beginners. Some other things that are also smart to have on your phone: the weather app, offline maps, emergency contact setup, and for fun, I personally like the Seek app. But remember, phones die. Bring a battery pack and don't rely on 3% battery courage. Technology is very helpful, but preparation is better.
Arkansas's Great Outdoors is brought to you by Bad Boy Mowers, by Visit Hot Springs, America's first resort, by the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, by Bank OZK, Greater awaits, by Vexus Boats, and by Certified Arkansas Baitfish, the safe bait.
Saving money's great, but getting a big reward for it? That's even greater. Say hello to Greater Savings. Every single month, one savvy saver gets the chance to win $25K at Bank OZK. So whether you're taking small steps or making big moves, cash in on a greater way to save. Open your account today with OZK. Bank OZK. Greater awaits.
Hot Springs was built on water and built to be enjoyed. Hot Springs, Arkansas. Soak it up. Hot Springs was built on water and built to be enjoyed. Hot Springs, Arkansas.
You know, we spend a lot of time talking about minnows, and that's a big part of this industry, but you also raise game fish here as well. And there's a reason for those game fish. There's a market for that.
There's a market for that with mainly in private pond owners who want to take a backyard pond. They want to put some bluegill in it, or hybrid bluegill, or channel catfish, or bass, crappie. Arkansas raises a tremendous amount of game fish that go to private ponds all over the United States. We raise a very small amount of game fish on this farm. More or less, it's a service to some of our customers that just buy small amounts, because we're not really geared up and have the acreage to commit to a lot of game fish. But one of the game fish that we raise is a hybrid bluegill. And to get a hybrid bluegill, we use a female green sunfish and a male bluegill. So I've got just a few green sunfish here in this bag, and I'm going to pick out a few females, and we will take those to a small pond that's clean, freshly pumped up, and we'll put the female green sunfish, and then we'll add some male bluegill later, and they will just spawn naturally out in the pond. And when they get up an inch and a half long, then we may take and scatter those into bigger ponds to where they get on up to 3 or 4 inches long, be big enough to sell to be able to transport and sell to people to put in their pond. So I'm going to see if I can find a female. And I haven't looked at these. These were just brought in yesterday. And I'm gonna try to pick out what I think there's a good chance that's a green sunfish, and I'm 90% positive that's a female. But just to be certain, I'm gonna apply just a little bit of pressure till I can see an egg. I saw a little bit of kind of bloody yellow, and that's the egg, but I don't want to damage the fish, so I've confirmed to myself that is a female.
Okay.
You got to be careful hand picking these things, because if you mess up a little bit, the whole pond's gonna not do well.
Oh,
so
there you go.
I think this is probably a male. Doesn't have a real big belly on it.
And how old are these right here?
They're probably a couple years old.
Okay.
I'll try another one. I think this is probably that's a female. I verified that. Not real full of eggs. It's a little early in the year, but it is a female. So.
Okay. The purpose of having the hybrid bluegill, what does that do for the owner of the pond?
The hybrid bluegill will grow relatively quickly. It will feed on commercial feed. It doesn't reproduce much. It will reproduce, it's not a true hybrid, or it wouldn't reproduce. But they fight good, they're fun to catch, and they're good to eat.
Yeah.
Now, if you've got crappie or bass in the pond, you're probably going to want to have straight regular bluegill, and they will reproduce more readily and can be a forage base for your predator fish.
And that brings up a good point. When you're looking at stocking your private pond, you need to be methodical about the process, or you can ruin the balance of your entire pond.
Right. Crappie will overpopulate a pond really quick. You really need a pretty large pond to have crappie in it, and you need to get your basic building blocks in there. You need to get your forage fish in there. You need to get your minnows in there before you stock your crappie or your bass. It's a fine line to walk to have a good balanced fishing pond, and it's not easy to do, and it gets to be expensive also, but something pretty cheap. Hybrid bluegill and catfish, they'll eat manufactured feed. You can have a lot of fun. You have some good eating comes out of it.
That's great.
When Arkansas's Great Outdoors returns, we hear from one of Northeast Arkansas's leaders about the impact of the outdoors in that part of the state.
Arkansas's Great Outdoors is brought to you by Bad Boy Mowers, by Visit Hot Springs, America's first resort, by the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, by Bank OZK, Greater awaits, by Vexus Boats, and by Certified Arkansas Baitfish, the safe bait.
Vexus boats fish quiet. You're out there fishing, you don't have that real loud lap of the water against your boats. You got to be quiet out there.
Whether you're talking about our aluminum or our fiberglass boats, they're solid, they're foam filled. It gives you a quiet ride, it gives you a stable ride. And that's one of the things that people, especially when they get in one of our aluminum boats, they say, man, this rides like a fiberglass boat. And that's why. It's because it's built like one.
We foam the undercarriage, and that takes care of the noise.
Everything's quiet, stable, and just solid all the way through.
There was no slap at all, which is what I was looking for. This is revolutionary.
You don't hear that slap, you don't get that jar, and it really just makes for a much more comfortable day on the water.
From the lids closing to the boat running down the water, it's going to sound solid going across that water.
Outdoors recreation and conservation doesn't just happen on its own. We elect leaders to preserve our outdoors. Recently, Carlton got to visit with a former colleague to talk about the importance of the outdoors.
My friend Jeremy Wooldridge, he is the state representative up here in Greene County. That's and right. Is the Senate-elect for an even larger area.
That's right.
You got a long family history here.
We do. So I currently serve in the Arkansas House District 1, which is portions of Greene County, all of Clay County, portions of Randolph County, and then the Senator-elect for District 21, which is all of Greene, all of Clay, all of Randolph, and portions of Lawrence County. So extremely excited. As you mentioned, my dad served in the Arkansas legislature. I think I was 7 when he got elected, and somewhere in my mid-20s whenever he came home. And it's a wonderful opportunity to help people, as you know. So it's something that I'm extremely proud of, excited to serve and just expand that service in the Senate.
Well, that's awesome. And your area here covers a part that is very uniquely Arkansas.
That's
lots
right.
of agriculture.
Oh, yeah.
And lots of aquaculture as well. We're here at Keeter's Fish Farm.
That's right.
And this is, a lot of people don't realize that about 90 to 95% of all of the farm-raised bait in the country comes out of 3 counties in Arkansas.
That's right.
This is one of them. It's a huge part of your district.
It is. It's a huge part of Arkansas, and it's a huge part of Northeast Arkansas, and specifically District 21, District 1. You know, like you mentioned, we have 3 families here that have probably close to 3,000 or 4,000 acres underwater in Greene County and in Northeast Arkansas, which is crazy when you think about it. But yes, they're shipping bait fish out of here all over the world. The Keeter family, they've been longtime friends and supporters, and excited to be here today and just thankful for what they do.
And the outdoors is huge in this part of the state.
Absolutely.
And one of the great things about Arkansas that we talk about quite a bit is the diversity of the topography, the outdoors activities and things like that. Fishing is really big in this area.
Absolutely. We love to fish. You know, obviously a lot of rivers up here. Randolph County has 5 rivers, and then we've got Black River that runs through portions of this district, and then obviously a lot of just land underwater. So fishing is huge up here, and we're excited to be out here today and helping these little kids learn to fish.
That's right. You remember your first fish?
I do.
What was it like?
Well, I caught it, I think it was at a fishing rodeo at Reynolds in Paragould. Yep, and it was, I was excited. I didn't run from it, but I was pretty excited for it.
And many more fish have been caught since then.
Many since then, that's exactly right. I remember one time when Dad was in the legislature, I was out fishing on the river out here east of town on St. Francis, and I caught a fish that I wanted him to see, so I took it home and put it in the bathtub. My mom wasn't very proud, but Dad loved it.
That's great.
Big bass.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about what it's like to be involved with public service.
You know, public service is unique. I tell folks all the time, it's funny. Whenever I ran for this position, I had kind of said all my life I would never serve in public office. And the Lord has a way of humbling us and showing us that His time is right. It's nothing about what we want or about our time. You know, I'd said all my life I have no intention of serving the legislature. And 4 years ago, Joe Jett decided that he wouldn't run to seek re-election. And he called me and said, "Hey, I'm about to announce that I'm not seeking re-election, and I think you should consider running for my office." And I said, "Joe, I have no intention to do that. I have no interest, wouldn't even be interested in talking about it, but thanks for your call." And I remember sitting there, and the Lord just kind of weighs on you in the right time. My boys ran in the room, and it just hit me. I remember looking at them, they're 11 and 7, and I thought, if they choose to live anywhere else in the world besides Arkansas, I'm not gonna like that, but I can be okay with it if it's their choice. But if living here in Northeast Arkansas or any town in Arkansas isn't an option and I didn't do something to make it one, shame on me.
That's awesome.
Yes, sir.
It's a family mission, a generational calling.
It is.
Grateful to have had the opportunity to serve with you. Look forward to the things that you'll get to do in the Senate as well.
Thank you.
And protecting the outdoors for
Yes,
all of
sir.
Arkansas, especially right here in Northeast Arkansas.
Absolutely. It's a way of life for us, so we're going to fight for it.
That sounds great. Thank you
you,
so
my
much.
friend. Appreciate you.
All right.
Thank you.
We thank our representatives in the legislature for their support of our amazing outdoors. We thank you for watching today's program. We enjoyed the sailing and the insight of Yates Phillips. The beautiful sights from Lake Maumelle were inspiring. Paragould's Keeter Fish Farm brought some science in today's show with the hatchery, demonstrating the very beginnings of millions of bait fish that will swim all over the country, helping anglers catch more fish. And don't forget the science behind stocking ponds correctly. We learned about how the right hybrids keep ponds balanced. We thank our team of experts for their weekly tips. We thank our sponsors for making this program possible. We thank our broadcasters for bringing this program to you each week. And most of all, we thank you for watching. We look forward to seeing you next week somewhere in Arkansas's Great Outdoors.